This Pokemon was requested by an absolutely wonderful HM friend of the channel member called Pen Yellow. So I am really hoping I can do BRELOOM justice for Pen Yellow. And this has been a long time in the making. It was requested back in February, I do believe. But circumstances have prevented its challenge until right about now. Now, for the full moves I've chosen, I've gone for Body Slam, Sky Uppercut, Swords Dance, and Hidden Power Rock. I was considering Spore, but then I thought, sleep isn't that reliable. We quite often get single-turn naps in this generation, and it really doesn't work out the way we would like it to. So I think going all-out offense with a way to raise our attack, which is already very good at 130, might be the way to go. The rival has Cyndaquil in this challenge, and Hidden Power Rock is a one-shot, so it doesn't really affect things. I do believe that BRELOOM as well is in one of those really awkward experience groups, so we're going to be getting experience and levels all over the bloody place with this one. We'll name the rival triple question mark as we always do, and we'll make our way over to our first gym. Now, there may be a few more cuts than normal in this video. I'm not feeling 100% at the moment, having a couple of upper respiratory tract infections coming in again. I say a couple, probably just the one, but yeah, I'm a little bit more wheezy than normal, and I'm often quite wheezy, so hopefully it won't affect too much. We're going to be rocketing through the levels in the early game here, so we're going to take full advantage, and to be fair, by the time that we get to a point where our level curve would be a little bit of a problem, we'll be using the rare candies for Karen, and we should hopefully have a fairly good time with Red. Let's go straight into gym number 1. This is the flying type gym. We have a quad weakness to the flying type, so we'd better be very, very careful. We survived on 1. That is an incredibly lucky start. We'll use a potion. Didn't even get a chance for the berry to kick in. Now, these birds do not have anything in the way of a flying type move, so these are absolutely placid in comparison. And now we'll take on a Falconer. Gym leader number 1, he is a flying type specialist, leads with Pidgey. Let's put Hidden Power up in top spot, and we're also going to take advantage of the fact that Pidgey does not have any flying type moves. We get rid of Pidgey, we grow up to level 10, out comes Pidgeotto, we outspeed, and we one hit. So that is possibly our hardest gym done. Falconer's badge in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's go into the Pokemon Center. We've earned a heal for that. And we'll go and grab the escape rope from the aide as well. We know that he doesn't actually give us the egg, even though he still speaks about it. Let's just have a little bit of consistency with the times. And we can start making our way down south. Taking the dangerous route in the grass there and getting punished, but it's only a Hoppip, so it will go down in 1 hit. Reason I chose Hidden Power Rock, by the way, is it seems to be a fantastic type to counter our weaknesses. It has something for the flying types, and it has something for the fire types as well as a physical move. We've got Sky Uppercuts, which I'm hoping will work. We'll have to see if that is the case, or whether it'll break, and I'll have to do a mid-challenge fix. And we'll give it a go right about now, actually, because we've encountered this particular hiker. So we are using Sky Uppercut, and it doesn't seem to be crashing, so I'm feeling pretty good about this, even though we did get a miss. For some reason, I have neglected, while converting the overlays to the new system, to put on the accuracy, so I don't know the accuracy of this move. It's because I was lazy and I did the Gen 3 ones first. I'll get that fixed, hopefully, for the next challenge if I do remember. If I don't remember, give me a kick up the bum, and then I'll get it fixed. Let's have a quick heal in the Pokemon Center here. We'll chat with Kurt, and then we'll go into the Slowpoke well to deal with the rockets that live inside here. I say they live, they're probably just working here. Don't know if they're here 24/7 though. Hope not. I hope they do get some time off, and they just swap rockets with the Grunt outfits so we can't tell. Maybe this is Linda, and then overnight she's Sheila instead, I don't know. But all I know is that we can get rid of both of her Pokemon fairly easily. 2 one-shots apiece, already up to level 14 as well. We'll get that Super Potion, probably need to heal quite a bit in this challenge, knowing us. We'll get Body Slam on this rat, we will Body Slam the bat, and then we'll also Body Slam the other bat because it's been working for us really, really well. One last grunt to go. Leads with coughing. What do we think? 2 hits? 3 hits? It's going to be 2 hits. Low roll into high roll. And that is the first rocket section. All defeated. Let's get ourselves into gym number 2. This is the bug type gym. We're going to try and avoid using super effective moves for the most part. Don't think we're going to need them. Instead, we will just use Body Slam. I think Body Slam is one of the best moves in the game, and it's a shame it's not a regular TM in Gen 2. I'd love to have some Pokemon from Gen 2 learn Body Slam via a TM or a tutor as opposed to having to have it via level up. I think it would improve an awful lot of those slower Gen 2 Pokemon. Snubbull and Ursaring come to mind straight away with that. We will use a Body Slam on this Paris, and then we're ready for Bugsy. Gym leader number 2 of 16. He is a bug type specialist. Leads with Metapod. We're going to set up a single Swords Dance, and then we'll hopefully get to sweeping. We will use Hidden Power here, just to hopefully guarantee the 1 hits. 3 HP is all the damage we take in this gym, and that is Bugsy down. Hive Badge in 6:22, 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Let's go and take on the second of the rival battles. This time he's going to lead with his Ghastly. We'll Hidden Power away the Ghastly, out comes his Quilava. Let's use another Hidden Power as considering Sky Uppercut, but I don't think that's going to be a good idea. We'll get rid of the Zubat as well, and that is him defeated. Easy, easy, easy times at the moment. Let's hope those times continue as we start making our way through the forest. We'll reunite the bird with its human as we always do, and I really like this puzzle. It seems very complex for Gen 2 standards, but I think that's kind of why I like it. So we get the scythe from the charcoal maker, and then we can chop down this tree. Plonk on another repel so that we don't get pestered by wilds, and we'll pick up the 2 ethers. Probably going to need these for around about Morty's gym because the only move we'll have is Hidden Power Rock. Hoping that won't be an issue. My plan is to just ignore it. Hello Caterpie, you're getting in the way, so we'll run from you. Gonna pick up Sweet Scent in case we do need to overload on vitamins. It's always better to pick up a few extra items when they're very, very close. And now we'll make our way through here. Not going to bother with any of those trainers. Instead, we're going to go straight into the Pokemon Center. And then we'll go and grab the old bicycle from the bike shop. Wonder how long it'll take us to get the bike call in this challenge. It's been a real eclectic mix recently of how long it's taken. Let's get on it and let's get into the underground. We've got 3 trainers I'm going to take on here, starting with the Slowpoke Man. Body Slam on Slowpoke 1, it goes down. Body Slam on Slowpoke 2, it also goes down. And then we'll take on Tiro. Let's hope that we can get rid of the Magnemite without any problem at all. We can get rid of the first one in 1 hit, second one in 1 hit, third one in 1 hit, and the 4th one also in 1 hit. One of those may have looked a little bit like a Voltorb, but they were full Magnemite, honest. Let's go and grab the coin case before beating up a Lickitung. No need to even use a super effective move there. We can use just another Body Slam. We are now going to grab ourselves the Rentalabra. That means that we can teleport all the way back to the Goldenrod Pokemon Center after we have been through Spinner Hell. And if we remember, if we get off the bike, then we don't get caught by spinners. That's the way to get through Spinner Hell in this. We're going to Body Slam this Magmar. We're going to Body Slam the other Bumhead Fireduck as well. I don't know what a Magmar is. I meant a Bumhead Fireduck. Never heard of Magmar. Definitely not a Pokemon name. We'll get the Quick Claw, and you know what? Because I have a habit of forgetting, let's attach the Quickie C straight away. I think that's going to be practically glued to our BRELOOM for most of this challenge. And we'll take on Mark while we're at it. He should be fairly easy. I don't think he's going to put up much resistance whatsoever. Yep, just like that, 3 one-shots. Have you noticed though, our rate of leveling is already starting to slow down a little bit from the dizzying heights of earlier. Let's get into the Pokemon Center, let's do another quick heal, and then we'll be ready for gym number 3. This is Whitney's normal type gym. She's got one mandatory trainer in the form of Last Carry, and hopefully we won't have a bit of a carry-on battling her. We miss, not great, but we hit on turn 2. There we go, on to Whitney. Gym leader number 3, normal type specialist, leads with Clefairy. One hit on the Clefairy as we grow up to 23. Rollout hits, but we one hits the Miltank as well, and that means we get her badge, the plain badge, in 10 minutes and 26 seconds. Let's get the heck out of here and let's go and grab the Squirts bottle from the eavesdropping so-and-so. She won't talk to you unless you've spoken to her sister. She really is an eavesdropping cow. Don't like her. Very, very rude. You shouldn't listen in on other people's conversations. But with that, it's time to head further north. I pressed to get off the bike there and it just did not listen to me. But we can get back on the bike now and we can go and pester this tree. Do we beat it up today? Let's have a think. Yeah, let's do it. One hit for a victory there against Sudowoodo, and it's a little bit of extra levelling, isn't it? Right, we are getting close to Ecruteak now. I think we go straight into the Kimono Girls. I want to beat up an Umbreon in a moment. We'll start off with a Flareon, and we'll use a Hidden Power Rock against the Flareon. It goes down in 1. Up next is going to be the Peskeon, and we're going to Body Slam it, and it's going to go away, and we're going to be very happy about that. The third trainer is going to be the Scumbreon trainer. One Sky Uppercut takes care of that very, very easily. And we can move on to Miss Vaporeon Lady. We are going to probably Sky Uppercut this as well. We get the connection, so we get the win. And the last one is, of course, Jolteon. Let's use not a hidden power. I misclicked there. It's fine, though. We defeat Mickey, and that means we can get our prize, which is the raft. We have a raft of options now in front of us. We are going to go, actually, though, straight over to Olivine City as opposed to going into Ecruteak Gym first. That is because I want the Minceberry. Oh, bloody Norman. I hate getting caught by Norman. Let's hope Body Slam's a one hit. It is on the first one. What about the second one? Probably not. We paralysed it. Confusion crits, but doesn't confuse us. That'll do. We can get the Minceberry, we'll also get the Cowpoo Nugget, and then we shall proceed up the Lighthouse. I think the extra levels might come in handy. I want to outspeed the Gengar if I can, but that is not a guarantee. My plan is to outspeed the Gengar and Swords Dance once against the first Ghastly. I think that might be the right play. We'll have to see, though, as we get there. Little way to go, though. Before we do that, we've got to go around the Lighthouse. Let's buy our Super Repels as well before I forget. 11 of them, please. Thank you very much. We will go and speak to the sailor. He's going to give us strength and his phone number so that we can get through the couple of strength puzzles we have. Quick PP pit stop and up the Lighthouse we go. I don't think we're going to have any trouble at all here in this Lighthouse. Starting with Gentleman Alfred, he's got a Noctowl. We are going to Sky Uppercut it and it goes away. No need to worry about any kind of pecking there. And now we've got a pair of Fire Dogs. And if I know anything about fire, it's not very happy when you've got an Angry Mushroom against it. So they should both go down very, very quickly. I'm trying to think actually of what Pokemon are likely to be our problematic Pokemon. I can't really think of too many. I think we've got really good coverage. And I don't think there's anything really in the flying department apart from maybe Blue's Pidgeot that could cause us much grief. And Blue's Pidgeot does like to set up on turn 1, so we might be in for a fairly smooth ride. Hidden Power Rock's going to do the work against Red's Charizard and Lance's Charizard, so you never know, we might be in for a fairly quick run. That's the plan. No guarantees, of course. It all depends on how I play, how the RNG plays, and how many people I keep bumping into. Toby's a pest, but shouldn't be too problematic in the grand scheme of things. It'll get us up to level 28 as well in preparation for the third and middle rival battle. Let's chat with Usain and then blank him for the rest of the challenge. Stick on another Repel, and we'll chat and battle with rival number 3. This time he's going to lead with his Haunter. We'll Hidden Power away the Haunter and it goes down. We will use another Hidden Power against Quilava, make sure it goes down in one. We'll Hidden Power the Zubat as well, and then we'll Sky Uppercut the Magnemite. Very, very simple Rival 3 there. No damage at all. We shall fall through the floor now. I shall release the beast, make my way through to the beginning. We'll fall through the floor, we'll release the beast, and now we'll reconvene at Morty. Right, with 4 gym trainers all beaten up, let's now beat up Morty. He is our 4th gym leader together today, a dual Ghost and Poison type spectacular leader, leads with Ghastly. We have used our 1 Swords Dance, now let's try and sweep. 1 hit on Ghastly, 1 hit on Haunter, outspeed the Gengar, and 1 hit. Last Pokemon is Haunter, it goes down as well. Absolutely fantastic. Fog badge in 17 minutes and a single second. That means we can start now heading east towards the Lake of Rage. Very happy with that Morty battle. Didn't think it was going to be too problematic, but that was still a lot cleaner than I expected. I wasn't sure about the outspeed on the Gengar. So yes, getting that outspeed felt very, very good. We are now going to take on our standard Miller because he is excellent experience for this point of the challenge, and it's not too difficult to get out of Mount Mortar after defeating him. And now we can make our way up to the Lake of Rage. Let's bring our Super Repels a little bit higher up as well. We're going to beat up this Lickitung because I feel like beating up 2 Lickitung today. Feel like there hasn't been enough Lickitung beating up in recent times, so I do need to make up for it in the next few Crystal challenges. It's because we're doing more challenge runs in different generations. I don't have the chance to beat up Lickitung quite as often as I used to, so I'm going to take it as and when I can. Water Gun is terrible from that Slowbro. You're not really a Pokemaniac at all, are you? Let's take on the Gyarados. I'm hoping that either Body Slam or Hidden Power Rock will put in the work here. How much do we do? A lot, and he leers, so we have nothing to worry about. That Gyarados, by the way, will always be male. The way they've done the 4 shiny DVs means it will always be a male Gyarados. In the ROM hack I'm doing, it can be either male or female because I've unlinked shininess from DVs. Very, very good idea in my opinion. Although it does mean we have lost caught data, but then whoever uses a Pokeseer on Cyanwood, did you even know there was a Pokeseer on Cyanwood that could tell you things about your Pokemon in Crystal? I definitely didn't until I started ROM hacking. But yeah, there's somebody there who's utterly, utterly pointless. Let's stick on a Super Repel now and cross over the open seas rather. We do not want to get Swimmer K-Lead, thank you very much. That is not something on the agenda today. Oh, overshot. Let's go and grab the secret potion. It's been a long time since I've overshot like that. Very, very long time, actually. Let's now take on these pair of horrible men with their Hitmons. They have very, very bad fighting Pokemon. Yes, they are fighting Pokemon. Compared to us, we've got the best fighting Pokemon in the first 3 generations, in my opinion. Really like BRELOOM. Don't know why I like it so much either. It's not got anything too special about it in terms of design or moves. I just think it's cool. And sometimes that's all you need to like a Pokemon. How much do we do with Body Slam against Mankey? Quite a bit. How about against this Mankey? The same. What about the Primeape? Oh, it's a one-shot as well. Brilliant. Let us use a potion here, and we'll take on Chuck. He is our next gym leader, fighting type specialist, going to lead with his own Primeape. We are going to use this Primeape as free setup for a single turn. Then we'll Body Slam it, and then we'll Sky Uppercut the Poliwrath, growing to level 34 and defeating Chuck. Storm Badge in 20 minutes and 17 seconds. Let's chat with Chuck's wife, get HMO2 and the air balloon. And now I think I am going to go and do the housekeeping. That is one set of housekeeping all taken care of, and also the secret potion returned to Jazz. So let's now take her on. She is our next gym leader. She is a steel type specialist, led with Magnemite. 1 hit on the Magnemite. Let's move on to the Steelix. Iron-Tail hits like a truck with a critical hit. That is very mean of her, but 2 hits takes care of her. 1 more Sky Uppercut, and that is Jasmine defeated. Mineral badge in 25 minutes and 35 seconds. Let's very quickly heal up and let's now fly to Mahogany Town, where we're going to take on Price next. Starting off with Border Douglas, because why not take on Border Douglas? We're going to move Sky Uppercuts to the top for this battle. Can we one-hit Cloyster? Yes, we can. Of course we can. Didn't have any doubt, really. And that means we can move on to Price himself. He is the Ice-type specialist of Mahogany Town. Leads with Seal. We're going to body slam the Seal, get rid of it in one hit. Then we're going to Hidden Power Rock the Dugong, get rid of that in one hit. Then we miss our Sky Uppercut on turn 1, but we connect on turn 2, and that is Price defeated. Glacier Badge in 26 minutes and 22 seconds rather. Not too bad at all. Let's now start making our way towards the ice bloody path, for goodness sake. Made one misclick there and almost paid the price. Don't want to battle anybody else now until we get to Goldenrod City. So we are going to make our way through the ice path and hopefully have a good time with it. Still on the new D-pad, so we will see how good or bad the movement is in this particular challenge. Because hopefully I'll be able to do the strength puzzle without any real issue. And if I can, on the bike, then we know this controller isn't as cursed as the last one. It's looking like it isn't as cursed as the last one because I managed to do it in one attempt. The other dangerous bit is right here. I do like cutting through with Rock Smash there, and we didn't misalign ourselves this time. Things are looking better in the ice path than they have been for a very, very long time. Let's stick on one last repel. We'll grab the protein and we'll grab the PP up, and we shall leave. Into Blackthorn we go. We fly to Blackthorn and we go into its Pokemart. Let's buy ourselves 11 max repels. That's all we'll need now for the rest of the challenge, and we can start picking up some more of the items. We didn't consume the Prosecure Berry, which means we do have one spare, but I am still going to procure the other one from down here because I want the PP up at the same time, and they're practically next door to each other. With that, we are ready to go into Goldenrod City, and that means just one thing: I've got a bunch of rockets to beat up. You know how it goes. I'll meet you for Rival 4. And now, with the rockets successfully beaten up for the first part, we'll get ourselves into the underground, and we'll beat up the rival for another time. This time he's going to lead with his Golbat. That would be scary if we didn't have Hidden Power Rock, but we'll just chuck some magical rocks at it and it will keel over. Same thing happens to the Quilava. Same thing happens to the Haunter as well. Up next is Sneasel. We'll just use a Body Slam. Quick Attack was rude there, wasn't it? Magnemite's next. Sky Uppercut connects. So we get a very, very easy Rival 4. Feeling very good about this BRELOOM run so far. I don't know how it compares to other challenges. Purposely don't have comparisons on the splits anymore because that stressed me the heck out. But I have a feeling we're probably top 5 in terms of speed at the moment. Maybe a little bit slower, maybe a little bit quicker. Who knows? All I know is that BRELOOM is very much exceeding expectations at the moment. I genuinely thought the quad weakness to the flying type would have reared its ugly head a little bit more by this point. However, the sheer raw power of BRELOOM really is showing its face. It's pulling through and it is doing phenomenally well. This is a grass type. I stress, this is a grass type in Johto, keeping up with normal types. BRELOOM is really something very, very, very special. And I'm incredibly grateful for Pen Yellow to give me the kick up the bum to play this Pokemon, because I would never have played it on my own volition. So if you are a HM friend of the channel, please do suggest other Pokemon. I'm having a lot of fun with them. If you aren't a HM friend of the channel, please do feel free to as well, but HM friends will always take a little bit of priority. And would you look at that, it's almost as if I timed this perfectly. We get the Max Ether just as we run out of Body Slams. Completely intentional, of course. Had been timing that since the very beginning of the challenge. I knew exactly how many Body Slams and PP ups I was using. Totally not a coincidence in the slightest. Does save a little bit of time because it means we won't need to heal now when we go for the Blackthorn City Gym. We're just going to use a mix of moves here as well. Let's now grab TM35. We'll have a little chat with the director of the radio tower, and we'll get ourselves back up to the top. So yeah, very, very, very impressed with BRELOOM so far. It could all crash and burn, but regardless, we've had a very good first half of this challenge. For a little bit of context, Rival 4 is usually the midpoint of the challenge. Generally, Rival 4 comes slightly after the midpoint. It's the start of the radio tower where we get a good idea, at least on a run where we have a clean red. I think a lot of this is going to come down to the red fight. If we outspeed, then we will be in business. If we don't outspeed, then we could be in a little bit of danger. I don't think we've got anything for this Vileplume, you know. Vileplume is one of the very few Pokemon where we don't have an answer without Swords Dance, but we will definitely have answers for this at the top of the radio tower. This is the final executive before we put the Rockets to bed for another challenge. We're getting one shot so far, so yeah, all looking very, very hunky-dory. Getting through in 33:45. Shut up, we've got places to go, people to see. I cannot be dealing with you, you're as bad as the one in Hoenn, sod off. Right, Marie, give me your pink bow. Thank you very, very much for that. And now we will do the radio card question. It is going to be 112, 1 and 2, and that is how you get the radio card. Let's get out of here. Let's get ourselves over to Blackthorn City. You know what? Let's very, very quickly use an Ether on Body Slam as well. Get it back up to full power points, or nearly full power points, and we'll get ourselves into this gym. Starting to feel a little bit of pressure now because we're doing so well. Hopefully it won't all crash and burn, but there is a chance it could crash and burn. We're just going to hope and keep everything crossed that that isn't the case. How do we do against Seadra with Sky Uppercut? We connect. That is good. As long as we don't get Thunder Wave now, we should be absolutely fine. We should be okay against Mr. Whinge about not having Dragon's Man as well. Don't know why I'm risking Sky Uppercut on Pokemon that don't need it. That 90% accuracy, I can feel it in my bones. It's going to be the undoing of us. It is going to be the one thing that does screw us over. We get through Cool Trainer Mike though, getting up to level 45 in the process. We need like 4 more Sky Uppercuts to connect, and then I'll feel a little bit more relaxed. Thank goodness we got the Gen 2 miss. That could have been really, really bad. Elixir time. Let's take on Claire. She is our next gym leader. She is a Dragon-type specialist, leads with Dragonair. Number 1 goes down. Number 2 comes out. Number 2 goes down. Please connect number 3. There we go. We've only got Kingdra left to go. Let's think about this. Body Slam, probably the most likely to keep her out of healing range. Just like that, we get through Claire. We do still have to get a badge though. That does mean we've still got Darren to deal with. But once we've dealt with Darren, I will feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident about the state of this challenge. I don't think this one has Thunder Wave regardless. We will grow up to 46. I'm going to get the calcium. Let's plonk that in and let's swap back to the pink bow for a little bit. Gonna need to pick up the max elixirs in this one. We've used most of our PP restoring items already. Get through the whirlpool. And now, you know that questionnaire we entered in just a moment ago. We've got to do it again. 112, 1 and 2. There we go. That's one of the few places where inputs can really screw me over and lose time. But it hasn't. And we've got a comfortably sub 40 minutes Claire. 36 minutes and 35 seconds. Let's now start heading towards the Pokemon League. I'm actually going to go and grab the extra max elixir that's hiding right here. And I do want to toss that. I picked up the wrong one. It's been a while since I picked up that max elixir. Shut up, Helm. Go away. Thank you. Air Balloon to New Barktown. And we'll be on our way. By the way, the reason the Air Balloon looks like an egg is because it's the most balloon-like object I could find. Oh, friggin' hell. Thought we could get away with that. No, you stop. Repel. Don't stress, Squidgy. It's absolutely fine. Don't want to take on any of those. We'll take on Mr. Quillfish Man. he should be a nice and easy one to beat up. We'll use a body slam on the Quillfish. We'll use a body slam on the other Quillfish. And then we'll use a body slam on the Susan as well. There we go. That's what we like to see. Let's go and get ourselves the free heal. And let's go and avoid Joyce. I said avoid Joyce, thank you very much. Don't want to battle you. However, I do want to battle you. I can throw rocks in your face. And then I'll throw rocks at your Pokemon as well. That sounds like a good idea. Goodbye Parasect. And goodbye Golduck. Sky Uppercut. Putting in the work there again. Let's take on Beth. It's Beth. I was going to call her Megan, but Megan's the one we dodged unsuccessfully down there with the Bulbasaur line. Grab this extra Max Elixir. Probably get the Bike Shop phone call at some point in the near future. And we shall stick on another Super Repel. Need to remember to get the HP up in here. Got to get that for the Karen fight. 1 HP up acquired. And let's actually swap to a Peruscure Berry here. Just in case things hit the fan. Right, rival number 5. This is the final rival battle. He's going to lead with Sneasel. Going to throw some rocks at Sneasel and it will keel over, growing up to 47 in the process. Rocks on the Golbat, it goes down. Up next is going to be the Kadabra. We'll use a Body Slam on that. We will throw rocks at the Typhlosion, another one hit. And then we'll throw rocks at Haunter as well, and it goes away. Sky Uppercut, please connect, thank you. That's what we want to see. Triple question mark is defeated for one last time. And we are heading in to the Pokemon League. Full restores, we'll need 4 of them. Thank you, and now we shall take a breather. I'll focus and concentrate, and we'll look at our stats going into the league. I might live to regret this, but I've just done a very quick backtrack to get some more vitamins in our Breloom. This is how we're shaping up. We have 136 HP at level 47. We're holding the Bitterberry with Sky Uppercuts, Hidden Power Rock, Swords Dance and Body Slam. 161 in attack, 106 in defense, 93 in the specials, 104 in speed. Don't forget those are just the out of battle stats. We will get a big buff in battle, as we'll see in a moment, against Will. I think Will is potentially one of the harder Elite Four members. Can't see too many issues with the rest. I think Karen today should be fairly easy, and I'm hoping for an easy Lance as well. So let's take on Will. First Elite Four member, Psychic type specialist, leads with Xatu. Gonna use a Swords Dance, he goes straight in for Psychic, and we get a Spadef drop. That is terrible. That is truly, truly, truly awful. That is some really bad luck. We've got to hope we one-shot everything now. Spadef drops from Psychic for me today have been a real problem. It's the same day that I recorded the last challenge in Emerald with Gyarados where we got the Spadef drops, but we do get through first try. Full restores, please. Where are you? There you are. Let's use them, bring them up a little bit higher up. We'll take on Koga. Second Elite Four member. He is a Poison type specialist. Leads with Ariados, not Xatu. That was the last one. Let's throw a rock at Ariados. He's baton passed, but we do hit the Venomoth first try. We're going to body slam the Muck and hope it goes down in one. Yes, it does. Crobat's next. Can we body slam it? We miss. He's double teaming. He's spamming. He's wing attacking. For goodness sakes. Let's try again. Hopefully that's the only reset we take in this one. That was some really bad luck. Possibly should have gone in with a Quick Claw, but it's a little bit too late for that now. We're going to body slam the Venomoth. It goes down. Back onto the Muck. We know it's a one-shot. There we go. Growing up to level 49. Crobat comes out. Body slam misses. Toxic's hit. It's one beeping double team. There we go. We're through. Sky Uppercut the Fortress. Oh, for goodness sake. There. We've beaten Koga at long bloody last. Let's get through. Let's full restore. Let's also use a Max Elixir or an Elixir, whichever shows its face first. There we go. And we're ready for the next one, which is Bruno. Bruno is the fighting type specialist, going to lead with Hitmontop. We are going to Sky Uppercut this thing and it will go down in one. We're going to rely on Sky Uppercuts for most of this battle. Hitmonchan goes down. Here comes Hitmonlee. Sky Uppercut's another one shot. Probably not going to be able to one-shot Machamp, so we will use a double body slam, and that brings us on to Onyx. Sky Uppercut connects, Sky Uppercut defeats. Let's move on to Karen. First thing we're going to do, 5 rare candies in the face. just like that. Full restore, we're already holding on to a Bitterberry, HP up, and away we go. This is Karen, she is the final Elite 4 member, Dark-type Specialist, leads with Umbreon. Umbreon is a one-hit. Next up is Vileplume. Can we please not get paralysed? We did not get paralysed, thank goodness for that. Let's throw some rocks at Gengar. Are you going to swear at us? Yes, you are. We'll throw rocks at the Murkrow, and then we'll also use the same move against the Houndoom. Pretty good stuff. We've got 12 PP left. That should be enough for Lance to lie with the Flyers. Going to very quickly swap to the Quick Claw, because I am terrified of his Aerodactyl. Let's see how this goes. Aerodactyl is probably going to make or break this challenge. Leads with Gyarados. We're going to set up a few Swords Dances here, because he shouldn't be able to do too much. We're at max attack. Hidden Power Rock will be a one-shot. Up next is Dragonite number 1. It goes down in one hit. Who's next? Aerodactyl. We outspeed. Thank goodness for that. That's a one-shot. Zard comes out. We'll get a Body Slam at this. Try and skip the super effective text boxes, because we do now have the victory in the bag. Very, very, very good stuff there from our Breloom. We get through Lance in 43 minutes and 20 seconds. I am tense as anything. I do not know what Zangoose's place is on the midpoint leaderboard. I don't remember if there's anybody above it, but we're getting our final Hall of Fame time of 43.33. Let's take a look at the leaderboards. It is the moment of truth. We are in 3rd place on our 4 moves midpoint leaderboard, just under a minute behind Zangoose there. That reset really did screw us over, unfortunately, but we are still on the podium at the midpoint part of the challenge. And as a formality, let's take a look at the overall Crystal leaderboard. Yep, we are still in for 3rd place here, ahead of the Bear by only 2 seconds, and still very, very, very fast. We are getting close to having under 45 minutes be the benchmark for top 10 at the midpoint. That is quite frankly a little bit ridiculous. Page 2 is now headed up by poor old Espeon there in its 4 moves challenge, and we have plenty more runs to see. Don't forget, this is only the midpoint of the challenge. Everything is still to play for. We could have a very, very clean Kanto and end up overtaking Zangoose, or it could all crash and burn. I record this part live as part of the middle of the challenge, so I haven't played Kanto yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. Neither do you. The only way to find out is to stick around, because we do have the next 8 gym badges plus the red fight left to come. So I tell you what, don't you dare go anywhere on this very special run, because Kanto is next. And now we are rejoining the action as we always do here in Vermilion City, where the first thing we're going to do is get a rare candy from the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. We're not going to get a chairman from the rare candy of the Pokemon Fan Club. That would be very, very weird. Let's get ourselves into our first of the 8 Cantonian gyms. We are going to go like the absolute bloomin' clappers for this part of the challenge. I really, really, really want to try and get a top 3 time. It's within smelling distance now. Don't know if it's going to happen, because we are in the slow part of this challenge, don't forget. We have had our quick leveling up, and now everything is going to be an absolute slog trying to get those levels. Let's use a Sky Uppercut on the Magneton. Didn't need the Prosecure Berry after all. And we do get our first one, the Thunder Badge. Let's get out of here and let's get up to our next gym leader. It might not be sensible, but I do think taking on Sabrina might be the play next. Let's get into her gym and let's see how it goes. Gym leader number 2 of 8 here in Kanto, Sabrina, leads with Peskeon. Can we one-shot the Peskeon? We can. That makes me feel a little better, because we can one-shot the Mr. Mime. Can we one-shot the Alakazam? Yes, we can. Growing up to 57, we can get the heck out of here. 2 down, 6 left to go. Up, right, gets us out. Renslabra gets us back to the Pokemon Center, and then we can keep on going west into Celadon City. There's the bike shop call. Haven't been on the bike too much in this one. Don't need anything. Not going to get the lefties. Don't think there's any point in the lefties. It's just going to slow us down. into gym number 3 here in Kanto. Victory Bell goes down in 1. Vileplume also goes down in 1, and we can move on to the next trainer. This is Tanya. We are going to have to use a Body Slam against her Executor. How many Pokemon do we have left? Quite a few, actually. Gonna use Hidden Power against this Paras, and we'll use Hidden Power against the Execute as well. Gonna run out of PP otherwise. 3 Hidden Powers is nice though, and we can move on to Erica herself. She is our next leader. She is, of course, a Grass type specialist. Leads with Tangela. We one-shot the Tangela, we knock it out. On to the Victory Bell. Body Slam has a chance probably to one-shot, and it does. Blossom Sky Uppercut. I meant to press Sky Uppercut. There we go. One hit, and then we can one-hit the Jumpluff. That gives us enough power points now for the Janine battle and her mandatory over on the other edge of Cycling Road. Back on the bike. Cut down the tree, and let's get to it. Go down here. Oh, could have been punished there. Would probably have been very, very, very frustrated if we did get punished there. Birdkeeper Bob with his Noctowl. Body Slam to the face. It goes away. Down and up and into the gym. That was some clean movement. Let's take on Janine. Next gym leader, Poison type specialist, leads with Crobat. Outspeed the Crobat, knock it out in 1, growing up to 58. Wheezing could be a one-shot, might not be. One-shot the first one, do we one-shot the second one? Yes, we do. Thank goodness. We can then get rid of the Venomoth as she uses her Dire Hit. And we'll also Body Slam the Ariados. Good, good, good stuff. Soul Badge acquired. We can now start heading back towards Saffron City. That is via the Rental Abra, because we dipped into there. On the bike we go. And off towards Rock Tunnel. We've got the worst spinner in the game here, but we get through first try, thank goodness for that. One more trainer left to go before Rock Tunnel, and then I will meet you on the other side, because I'm not doing this one on camera, I'm too stressed. Right, meet you in a mo. We are through the other side of Rock Tunnel. It was a fairly clean Rock Tunnel, still not the best, but not the worst. I'm going to assume a lot of that was because of stress. Yeah, actually, it was a lot worse than I thought. If the repel wears off there, thank goodness we didn't get an encounter on that last step. Let's now get over to Saffron City. On the bike we go, and up to the next place. I'm not going to try doing the quick trick here. I just want to try and do the easy strategies that are the most consistent, because I am far, far, far too stressed to think about any bag struts. I'll do fast Viridian, but that's about it. Right, we have a Nugget Bridge to deal with on this one, and I want to talk about some of the plans for the future. I reckon we're going to see a lot of Generation 3 over the course of the coming months here. Having a lot of fun in Generation 3. I'm getting stressed at Emerald, but I am genuinely enjoying it. So I think I'm going to try and make the most of enjoying both Fire Red and Emerald. It's nice to have a change of pace, and it's making Crystal feel more special again. Because for the last 3 and a bit years, nearly 4 years, my life when I've been able to record videos has just been Pokémon Crystal, day in, day out. And as much as I love this game, there is too much of a good thing, and you do get a little bit of the old run fatigue. Whereas having 3 games in the mix, it's so much healthier for my mental health. Like, if I get a little bit bored of one, or if I'm not feeling one challenge, I'll move into another region. And there are times where Crystal pops up, that Noctowl challenge for instance. I felt inspired, and I don't think if I was doing exclusively Generation 2, I would have felt inspired to do the Noctowl challenge. So I'm really thinking I'm in a pretty good blooming place at the moment. Going to use another Max Elixir here, and we'll fly back to Cerulean. Take on Misty. She is our next gym leader. She is a water type specialist, and she's going to lead with Golduck. Going to set up a sword stance against the Golduck, because Psychic won't hit us too hard. We'll get rid of that, and then we should hopefully be powerful enough to one-shot everything else in front of us. That is the plan anyway. Let's see if it comes to fruition. It, in fact, does. Brilliant stuff. Cascade Badge, 5128. Machine Part, Rental Abra next. Squidgy, do not try the Air Balloon. Get on the Rental Abra. And then, if we can dodge that there, we can then use the Max Repel, and things are less stressful than they could be, all the way up now until the Silver Cave. We've got decent movement. Mustn't forget Blaine today either. We forgot him in the last one, and I thought that the challenge run patch had broken, but no, just my brain that had broken. Into Lavender we go. Chat with him. I have a feeling our repel's going to run out because I've done some really stressy movement here. Into Vermilion. I'm hoping that I got the radio card. I think I did. Yes, I did, thank goodness. Oh, we stopped on the Poke Flute first time. Very rare that happens. Let's run from that. On the bike. Get through here. As long as we have the steps to get through the grass, I will be happy. No thank you, 3 drill. Not today. Into our next gym, we've got Camper Jerry standing in for Camper Liam first of all. He's got a Sand Slash. Can we one-shot it with Sky Uppercut? Yes, we can. We're going to be relying on Sky Uppercut in this battle, and that might not be the most reliable thing in the world, but it's all we've really got for Brock. 1 hit on Graveler, good start. Up next is the Onyx. It goes down in 1. Up third is Rhyhorn. 3 for 3 so far, growing up to level 60. 2 water types. We've missed our first. We've missed our second. Please let that be the only 2 we miss. Armorstar comes out. We connect. Thank goodness for that. 2 in a row was a little bit mean, but I will take it. Boulder Badge has been acquired. Let's very quickly use a full restore and then get caught in Bag Purgatory. Stay off the bike and we should dodge 3 drill. Much as I want to battle him, unfortunately now is not the time. Let's go down here. We'll chop this tree down. Then we need a Max Repel and we need to Air Balloon to Viridian. Dip in the Pokemon Center and away we go towards Blaine. Penultimate gym time in just a second. We do need to chat with Blue first, get ourselves the rare candy. Then we will chat with Blue. He's going to make his way back to Cinnabar Island, not Cinnabar, Viridian City from Cinnabar Island. We've got 1 more spinner to dodge. We're going to take the long road. We're going to be wimps about it, and we'll take on Blaine. Fire-type specialist, going to lead with Magcargo. Don't need to rely on Sky Uppercut here. We're just going to go straight in for the Hidden Power. Hidden Power Rock on the Bumphead Fire Duck. Hidden Power Rock on the Rapidash, and that is 3 one-shots. 2 defeats Blaine Volcano Badge in 54-10. Let's use the Rentalabra, get ourselves back to Blue. I really hope that Pidgeot doesn't screw us over. I don't know what to do about this Pidgeot. We're just going to try and hope for the best. This is Blue. He is our final gym leader. Leads with Pidgeot. That's very annoying for us. We could just Hidden Power Rocket and try and get it to go away just like that. Alakazam's next. We outspeed and we can Body Slam. Going to be Rhyhorn? No, it's going to be Executor. He's taking in Sunlight. Solar Beam is going to get a crit because, of course, it gets a frigging crit. Why wouldn't it get a crit? We are very unlucky at the moment with the RNG. We had a lot of RNG luck earlier in the year, and it's now balancing it out. Thank goodness Gyarados does not have Intimidate. Sky Uppercut, please connect. Yes, we get through Blue. That is 1 more biting the dust. We get the Earth Badge. I meant to check our speed there, but I didn't. Let's go to Pallet Town. Let's chat with Oak. And then we should be ready for Red. Hopefully, anyway. Shut up. We've got places to go. Let's go and use a full restore. We'll use a Max Elixir. We'll equip the pink bow. And then we shall use a Super Repel. That's what I want to use. Air Balloon time. Off to Viridian. We could get Sub-Hour. Don't know for sure, though. Got to get past some horrible edges. Get off the bike, Squidge. Just don't bother with the bike until you're through that bit. Right, I am going to skip ahead after using the rare candies. I'll meet you in Silver Cave in front of Red. Realistically speaking, here at Red, I don't think we're going to Sub-Hour. We have a lot going against us. We are not going to outspeed the Pikachu, hence swapping to the Quick Claw. And we're also not going to survive any kind of attack from Espeon. And we get paralyzed first attempt. Red really won't play ball with us. I can feel it in my waters. I just have that horrible feeling that we are going to get screwed over. We get through the rats. We're at full health for the Peskeon. Goes for Psychic. Sees the 1 hit. We need a Quick Claw against Peskeon. Rare candies, the 2 that we didn't pick up, are not going to help here either. That is an absolute fact. We're at 159 speed now. The Pikachu has 171 speed, and the Espeon, I think, has even higher than that. So we are going to be relying on an awful lot of luck, unfortunately. And we know what RNG is like at Red. Red seems to be favoured by the RNG machine. Obviously, he isn't in reality, but that's how it feels. Let's try and get through the rat, and then let's try and get through the Pescion. We don't get a quick claw. I'm going to try and reset as quickly as possible if I don't see the proc. That's how we're going on this one, unfortunately. There's no two ways about it. We will get the luck at some point. When that luck hits, I don't know. Doesn't matter if we get damaged. We are pretty much going for quick claw luck. Don't get it, then we reset. This could take anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 hours, really. It's all RNG. Could be here next week, still doing this. Who the heck knows? It will eventually happen. We just don't know when, and we don't know how. We're getting good quick claw luck against the rat here, but not against the Pescion. Do we one-shot? We do. We're through that on to the Venusaur. Let's use Swords Dance as he uses Sunny Day. Can we tank a Solar Beam? Yes, we can. Not very well, but we can. I think we need that. Probably going to need some luck against this Zard as well. Please, please, please. No. We wouldn't have survived a Flamethrower either way. We have trash special defense. And we get paralyzed again. We are going to need 2 Quick Claws at the very least in this. And maybe a Charm Dodge. It's as simple as that for this one. It's simple, it's just not easy. Especially when that rat can paralyze us. And we can't hold anything else because we need the Quick Claw to see us through. And we need Swords Dance once to get through the Pescion. That is what we have learnt so far, I reckon. Who knows how long this will take. Charm Dodge is a 1 in 4 to begin with. From there, we've got the Quick Claw proc, which is about a 23% chance. We've got to get that twice with a Charm Dodge. You do the maths. It's not highly likely. Double Swords Dance. Triple Thunder Miss is nice. Now, please take advantage of it. Nope. Back to square one. We are not sub-houring now. It's impossible at this point, unfortunately. So we're probably looking at high 1-0s. Low 110 is most likely at this point. But we just do not know. Can we Quick Claw this? No, we can't. Only had 1 attempt past the Pescion so far. That is not great. Triple Thunder hitting into paralysis. Just what we bloody need. I might end up muting for this one because I don't really know what to say when red is like this. So if we do a skip, it's going to be right to the end. I'm going to keep persevering a little bit longer. See if we can get it live for once. Because red has been an absolute nightmare recently. We get a Quick Claw proc. We get rid of the Pescion onto the Venusaur. Let's use another Swords Dance. Sunny Day is brutal though. Oh, what do we do? I think we've got to go all the way up. Solar Beam hits kind of hard. We get rid of the Venusaur. We're back on to the Zard. Please, Zard. Please play ball. Hidden Power and hope we get it. We do! We're through the Zard, on to the Snorlax. We're going to Body Slam, we're not going to risk it. 1 hit gets rid of it. On to the Blastoise, we are getting ready for time. Pokemon Trainer Red is defeated in 100-31. Goodness me, what a fun run that was. We didn't quite sub-hour, but we got the luck we needed at Red. Let's take a look at the leaderboards. And so after that very, very, very lucky red battle, we are in, let's take a look, we are in 7th place. We still top 10. It is our fastest non-sub-hour challenge. 7th place for a grass type, I will absolutely take that. The other grass type we've only run 1 more grass type in 4 moves so far, is Sunflora, and that's in 37th place, a whole 30 places below our BRELOOM here. Let's now take a look at the overall final leaderboard, and once again I reckon we're going to be around 7th place. Yes, we are 7th place in between Alakazam and Kingler there. Very, very, very good time for BRELOOM considering we had everything going against us at red. That was just some phenomenal luck. I really thought we'd be somewhere around about the 18th to maybe 25th place. Could even have been on page number 3 of our overall leaderboard, but nope. BRELOOM got the luck we needed on the day, and that's all we can ask for with BRELOOM. Very, very proud of BRELOOM and how it performed over that hour-long challenge. I really hope you've enjoyed this challenge. It's nice to do a backport in 4 moves again after so long. I hope you've had fun as well. If you have, make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more challenges like this, by the way, you can always click the subscribe button. If you've got any feedback, any suggestions, any requests, anything like that, leave it in the comments down below. I read all the comments and I try to respond to as many of them as I can. But until next time, when we're going to be running another Pokemon through a game that I've not quite decided yet, I will say thank you all so much for watching. It is you who makes this channel possible. I wouldn't be here talking to myself in a room, in a very dark room at the moment actually, without all of your support. Genuinely appreciate every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you very, very soon.